So here to solve this cross the streams by Grant Fikes called matching sections. And so we're going to pair two of these 5x5 together and they'll be the same, allowing for a rotation. And the other two will pair together and be the same, allowing for rotations. Let's just start by using some of the clues we know for sure. We've got this 10 row at the bottom, which forces this 5 coming up. And so the first thing I can say is, let's say this is blue. Blue needs to have a 5 with a 5 and a V shape. This is not blue. This has to be red. So these are different pieces. Coming back to the starting notes, I've got one at the base of this column and another one at the base of this column. So this actually can't have an L shape. So this is the other that's red and this is the other piece that's blue. And what I'll do, I guess, at this time is maybe just alternate to a different, well, this may not be as critical. Let's just keep in mind we've got upper left, lower right, and lower left, upper right as the pairing. I've got to get a 5 across and a 5 vertical in the space. So here and here, that's interacting with this 2 clue. That's still possible, so don't know as much there. I've got this versus this that I want to consider. And the one that looks more cramped is up here because then you get a singleton at least with 2 more and then the next starting. So this can't be the horizontal 5. This is the horizontal 5, like this V. And we now have to figure out the up-down that sort of works with that. But another thing we can do, knowing that this red piece is this red piece, is this red does have a stretch of 5 in a row. That's got to be this stretch, and that marks off these cells. And because of how this is rotationally symmetric, these 5 cells that are in green are also these 5 over here that are in green. I can mark this off. Marking this off suggests that the V is coming up this way. So now I do know how these pieces map, and so I can get these shaded the same. Let's get rid of these extra bits. For this to be a 2 with a 1, I've got to take these 2. That's going to be the same as taking these 2. That's this question mark, 2 being the next thing here. We'll take this and then off. That puts these in. And those are going to mirror down to these 2 cells. For connectivity, I'm going to have to come through this channel. This channel would be the same as these cells, and this cell here is the same as this cell. Let's see, what's the next kind of hard deduction going to be? It looks like these 2 2s are going to be tricky. I've got 3 right now in the grid, so to get 2 2s, I've got to take these, and we're going to again come back and mark in what we know on the other pieces from doing that. Here, this looks like this. If we get the full mapping, we don't yet have this 1, so we're going to mark this off, mark this in. That's going to mark this off and mark this in. That shades this off. How do I get a 2 in this row? It's not over here. This looks like the only 2. And then this needs to be connected for this to be a 2 question mark. So these look like they're fine ways to shade that space. This comes up like so. For connectivity, I got to take this, but for this to have 3 question marks, I'm going to have to take this as well. This is question mark, question mark, question mark, 1, 2, 3, so this isn't used. 1, 2, 3, so this is marked off. So all these clues are now there in the grid. My guess is if we put in connectivity and then just map the pieces we already actually have, so this and this get mapped, and then in this case I don't take this cell, do take this cell, so we've got 2 pairs of matching tiles of fully connected cross the streams and all the clues fulfilled. So we're at the final answer. So that was a fun challenge, pretty easy to do the pairing, but then just mapping, for instance, this V into the only valid orientation for that V, mapping this long edge to this long edge, and then just chipping away clue by clue by clue by clue as a way to get through this puzzle. So thanks for the challenge, Grant. Hopefully everyone who's watching this video got something from it. We'll see you again soon.